What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 4 now of From the Abyss. Um, I
And
know it's only 4 episodes, but I'm surprised that we lasted this long. Yeah,
we
did you
didn't
know?
get canceled yet.
Yeah, well, I don't. I mean, that not that many people have actually seen us to cancel us, but honestly, I think if we did get canceled, it'd be really funny because it's like we wear like I don't know. It's hard to say because like we own that we have like a weird sense of humor and that we talk about weird stuff. So it's not like we're kind of like Schlatt, like Jay Schlatt, where we kind of just own the fucked up humor and just we just go with it, and that's just who we are, and that's what we do.
Jay Schlatt collab? Is that what I hear?
Oh no, no, I wish that would be awesome. I'd love to talk to him because I know he would have some funny ass stories to tell.
That would be peak
That
happiness right there.
that would be great. I really like his He doesn't really do it anymore, but like the weekly slap. I don't know if you know of that. It's like his. I think it's his third channel where he talks about it's almost like an advice column. Like people write emails to him and be like, I don't know what to do at this thing or whatever, and then he, tries to give the best answer he can.
I remember roughly.
Yeah, I always liked listening to that because it was interesting, and plus it's kind of like it's a style of video I really like. I really like the like commentary kind of style where it's like you like the video is just like gameplay like of like some video game in the background and then you're mainly just listening to the video. That I really like that style of video. I mean some people might see it as lazy, but I personally really enjoy it, and I think it's very entertaining because then it's more about what the person is trying to say rather than the visuals, which I can always appreciate as a big fan of music and other podcasts, you know.
You ever watch Two Girls One Cup? That's a good video.
No, I don't
That's
know
my
about
favorite
that.
video.
Well, I mean,
And with One Man, One Jar.
oh, I know of that one too. I'm ashamed because I know what they are, and I mean, I've never watched them, nor do I ever plan to, because I know what happens in those videos. But
What about One Man, One Screwdriver?
the things that people put themselves through, like willingly, is just astounding. I don't understand it. Like there are people
For what
that
they
are
can.
like into like hurting them, like sadomasochism, like hurting themselves and like hurting other people for their pleasure. Like I mean, I don't personally understand it, but I mean, I guess if you're into it and you know that you're not seriously injuring yourself or anybody else, I mean, more power to you, I guess.
If this video gets 100,000 views, I'll stick a whole Lego Star Wars kit up my ass.
A whole Lego Star Wars kit, like which one?
The Millennial Falcon.
Okay, I mean that's a big one,
By the time that thing goes in me, I'm only gonna have one hole.
and that one is
The big gaping hole that it makes just trying to fit in my body.
fair enough. Oh, so you're gonna put it all together and then stick it in there.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of impressive.
it's one way to do it. I love when it breaks off too.
So we're recording this on Memorial Day. So how has your day been, Tyler? What's been going on?
Uh, no, literally nothing, cause I'm not a holiday person. I don't celebrate holidays
Yeah.
really.
I mean, I celebrate holidays. I mean, we kind of did. We had like, the traditional like American like Memorial Day meal, hot dogs, hamburgers, that kind of stuff. What but people from other countries think we eat all the time,
Yeah,
and
pretty
they're not
much. It's our
wrong.
stereotype. It's literally our stereotype.
Yeah.
Burgers and hot dogs and pretty much apple pie. Anything that will
Ooh,
get
apple
us to
pie.
think idiots.
I did not eat apple pie, but I had some. I made this cheesecake. Well, it's not really so much of like I made a cheesecake. It's more like we bought a like a pie crust that's already like made like and molded, like a graham cracker crust. And so then
Oh,
I forget what brand it is, but there's you can buy like the cheesecake like filling, like the actual like cream
love
cheese in like a big ass container. And so I just put that and then some fruit topping on it, and it was good. It's
All
very
I
good.
gotta say is, yeah, cheesecake really late at nighttime. Cheesecake.
Yeah, cheesecake is bomb. Where would you say it like ranks on like the tier list of desserts?
Tier list of desserts.
Yeah,
I
like
give it a C. Is like
C.
there's way more better desserts. Yeah, there's way more better desserts.
I mean, I
Like,
guess
come
so.
on. If you're ranking in like the cake department, I'd give it a B. But if we're talking about like general like desserts, it's like a C. It's because there's
Mm.
a lot of desserts that outrank it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I'd personally rank it more on like an A, just for regular desserts, like in general. But I mean, C's a fair ranking. I feel like.
I love mud pie.
Um, yeah, maybe not specify what the mud is because I don't think we want to know.
It's womp. It's an aftermath of a waffle stomp, if you know what that is.
Oh God, that's not no. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm switching the subject. I wanted to talk about video games because I mean, me and Tyler are both pretty avid gamers. You know,
I
I haven't.
bought Bella Difference bath water and
No, you
drank it.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I was lying.
Okay, yeah, you didn't waste your money on that.
No, because
What I was
if
gonna
I
say before you
did,
said that, I was gonna be like, I haven't felt a woman's touch in years.
what's a woman? What are you talking about? I don't know
Hey,
what you're talking about.
you're the
Don't,
one that has a girlfriend here. I don't.
hey, don't bring her into this, man.
Oh, I'm not bringing her into anything. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, man. I don't even know what a woman is. I know what
Okay.
I know what a controller is. Does that count as a woman?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I just lipstick on it. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know, but some recent games I've been playing. Destiny 2's new season, season 17, just came out this week, so I've been playing the new content in that, which is kind of recycled old content a little bit. But I saw you've been playing. You got the new Evil Dead game. How is that?
Fuck, how'd you know? I was gonna tell you.
Well, because I literally have you friended on Xbox and I can see that you're playing it.
Oh, that's right. Uh, fuck, dude, I've been playing it ever since I got it. My mom got me the deluxe version of it
Oh,
for
nice.
as a graduation present,
Hmm, nice.
and I've been playing it a lot. It's so fun. Like, there's all kinds of shit in it. It's like Friday the 13th the game, but like an Evil Dead skin, and the
Okay.
mechanics actually work.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask, like, what do you do in the game? Because like, from the little bit that I've seen about the multiplayer, is like, it's pretty much like Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th, those kinds of games where there's like one killer and a bunch of survivors and they have to try to get out of there.
Yeah. Well,
Is there like a
the
single
whole
player game, like mode to it or anything like that?
yeah, there's these things called missions, and you do them to unlock like new characters and stuff.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Characters from the show, and then there's Lord Arthur from Army of Darkness that you can unlock from doing his mission.
Okay,
His mission's the
that's
best one
interesting.
because you get to go into the pit and fight the demon in the pit and from Army of Darkness and Evil Ash.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to rewatch
Mm.
Army of Darkness because I never watched it the whole way through, and I've never seen any of the other Evil Dead movies. But I do like Ash. I think he's a cool character. I just
I've
don't know that
watched
much about him.
I've watched all the movies and watched the entire show because I'm an Army of Darkness nerd, and I've read a couple of the comics too.
Oh, okay,
I the basically in the game, I'm not going to talk about the missions because they're pretty simple. I'm going to talk about the general like game mode. So basically, in this game mode, you can either play with AI people or online people. And
okay,
basically, the whole plot is you're dropped into like a giant map. There's four players. You
hmm,
you you can pick who you want to play. There can be like four different ashes on your team if you
all
want
right,
to. And the whole goal is to find three pieces of a map first, and then when you find all three of the map pieces, you have to you have to get the lost pages of the Necronomicon and the Kandarian dagger. And then when you
all
get
right,
those, basically you go to these giant hooded guys that are from the show, I think, if I remember. and you use the Kandarian dagger to attack them. And when they go away because they're defeated, you protect the Necronomicon, and then you guys collect the Necronomicon, and that's when the game ends in victory. That's basically the whole plot of the game.
Okay, so it's like you just get the Necronomicon all like put together and all that, and then you win. That's cool.
You put it together, defeat the ancient ones, and basically stop the forces of evil from getting the Necronomicon. That's
Hmm.
pretty much the whole game so far, because they did say they're making more content for it in the future. And fun fact, since I have the deluxe version of it, I have season one pass. Haha.
Okay, nice. You get all that content for free. Well, I mean, not technically for free since you had to buy it, but you'll get it when it comes out instead of having to buy it
Yeah, pretty
when it
much
drops. That's cool.
for for the next couple months, whatever DLC comes out, I basically get the snatch up for free.
Okay, that's cool. Another game that I've been playing, I mean, because I've been playing Destiny for years. I found this game. Actually, I found out about this game because a YouTuber I watch made a video about it, and so I saw that it was on Xbox Game Pass, and I downloaded it. It's called Slay the Spire, and what it is that it's pretty much a turn-based like card game, but it's like I don't know, I'm not sure how to describe it. Like the combat in the game is like a turn-based like RPG where you use different cards to attack or to block or to heal yourself or do all sorts of like debuffs and things like that. But it's also a
Mm.
roguelike. So what it is that like roguelikes, whenever you die you basically start all over. It's pretty much that. But as you go through these runs and you try to like beat the bosses and all the like the areas, um you try to like it unlocks more stuff, like more artifacts that affect gameplay and things like that, and you unlock more cards, and there's other characters that you can unlock that have their own like starting like abilities and stuff like that. So I've been playing that, and it's a lot of fun. So if you have Xbox Game Pass, download it. It doesn't take that much space on your hard drive, so for a game that I just found a couple weeks ago, it's been a lot of fun. I'm not that great at it, but I have been getting better. I have yet to win a run of it, but it's a very fun game. I also bought the Batman Return to Arkham games recently. I have yet to play those because I'm lazy.
Dude, yeah, no, play those. Like all those
Yeah,
Arkham games. They're like really good.
I want to, but the thing is that I want to play through all of the PlayStation exclusive games they have on me and my dad's PS4 because I'm not taking the PS4 with me to college, so I kind of have like a limited amount of time to play them. So I need to get on that because especially since I want to be able to play because I have Death Stranding, God of War, Uncharted 4, Bloodborne, um, and I want to replay Spider-Man, the two Spider-Man games. I mean, I
Dude,
don't think it'll
literally
take me
goes.
that long to beat them because I know. Well, at least I think Uncharted 4 and like God of War aren't that long of games. But I know Death Stranding and Bloodborne are going to take me a while, especially since I know Death Stranding is just a really long game in general, and I'm not that great at Souls games. So,
Doesn't even look like that good of a game, to be honest, though. Didn't like Death Stranding get like shitted on anyway?
um, yeah, I think yeah, but the thing is that I wanted to play it because it's a PlayStation exclusive, and I like Norman Reedus, so I figured I'd try it, And oh, I forgot The Last of Us 2. I want to play that too. I heard that game's not that great either, but I don't know. I'm always willing to give games a shot because you never know.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
like with that's like even with movies and stuff like that. Like even though it's been getting like absolutely review bombed, I still want to watch Morbius just because I want to see what all the hate is going towards. I mean, I kind of know because I watched some videos about the movie, but I still don't know too much about it.
I want to watch more BS. It looks actually pretty good to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, based on the very limited amount of footage that I've seen of the movie because I don't know. I don't really like to watch trailers of movies. The only the only movie the last like the movie trailers that I've watched I actually have been the two that I watched most recently are for the new Doctor Strange and for the new Thor movie. Those are the only ones that I've watched in like recent memory.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know. I don't. Part of me like doesn't really like to know too much about a movie before I see it. Because and I think part of that started was because I got spoiled on Avengers Endgame. Like I knew that Tony Stark was gonna die at the end of the movie, like before I watched it, and that kind of just like, I feel like
I
it
knew
kind
when
of,
I had.
I feel like it kind of robbed me of that, like I don't know, like the emotional impact that that scene had because I knew it was coming. So it was just, so that kind of was just made me like, okay, I don't really want to get spoiled for any movies. I mean, there are some movies where you can't avoid it, like the new Spider-Man. Like everybody knew that the other two Spider-Man actors were gonna be in it, like even before the movie came out, because they like badly photoshopped them out of the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, even just stuff like that is just like I mean, it was I mean, I didn't really feel like that robbed whenever I saw Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in No Way Home because it was still a badass scene. I still love the way they introduced those characters, but I mean, I couldn't imagine like somebody who had no idea that they were going to be there, seeing that and being like a huge Spider-Man fan or at least fan of those movies, and just seeing that, just like holy shit.
Um, I pretty much knew the whole plot to Endgame the year it came out just because I sit by our friend named Ben in that during that time.
Yeah, yeah, he's a big Marvel fan too. I want to rewatch all the Marvel movies. Like I think I'm gonna go at it in like chronological order because they come out kind of in order, but there are some outliers like Captain Marvel and Black Widow and stuff like that. So I kind of want to rewatch them all in chronological order and then do like a make a big ass like video, like ranking all the movies up to No Way Home. So that's the one thing that I want to do on this YouTube channel because I don't know, just having the podcast every week I think is kind of having diminishing returns in terms of engagement. Which I mean, it's not
I
all
don't know
about
what those
that.
words mean.
I mean, it's not all about views and stuff like that and whether people see it or not. Because I mean, we're just having fun doing it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's nice to know that people are watching it. So
I
thank
don't
you for
I
all the
don't know what
people that have
those
been
big words.
listening to this shit.
I don't know what those big intelligent words meant a little bit ago, but
Yeah,
nah,
it's okay. The people that are watching will know.
I'm illiterate.
You can't read.
Yeah.
Then how the fuck are you graduating high school this week?
Uh, under the desk favors?
Oh my god. I,
Hey, all the girls in our school is doing it, so why can't
I
I?
I don't know about that. I don't think so. I doubt that. Let's not talk about that. Let's not say
You
anything
don't know
about that.
that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I don't want
I
to.
know.
I don't want to accuse nobody of nothing if I don't know if they even did the thing.
I'm
So
not gonna see them for the rest of my life, probably, so I'm willing to say it,
I'm gonna
but I'm
see.
not going.
I'm gonna see a couple of them, and it's probably gonna be weird, but that's okay
I'm.
because I
Oh,
don't
hey,
really give
man.
a fuck.
Why would I drop a I don't. I actually don't know anybody that did. But even if I did, I probably wouldn't say their name.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not talk about that anymore. All right. So
Balls.
yeah, yeah. Balls is a good thing to talk about. Like I was about to say, what are your favorite kind of balls? But I feel like we kind of already know the answer to that question.
Squishy balls.
Yeah, I kind of figured that something along the lines of that. Um, this is right. I'm just going through my phone. Um, I was just thinking about it. This past Friday, um, the metal band Decapitated released an album called Cancer Culture, and it is very, very good, I will say. If you're into like super like heavy ass, like groovy death metal, Decapitated's definitely the move. Their guitar player, Vogue, is really cool, and
Oh shit.
he writes some pretty fat riffs. So I think you would like it.
I
If,
love Decapitated.
yeah, yeah, they're a good
I just
band.
didn't listen to an album yet.
Yeah, what's cool about the album is that two of the songs have guests. The one features Rob Flynn from Machine Head because Vogue is also Machine Head's lead guitar player. So that was cool. And then the lead singer from Ginger, I think you pronounce her name as Tatiana.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it. She's on one of the songs, and she does a good feature on it. She does her she sings on it instead of doing like her screaming vocals, which is nice because I mean you don't really hear that much like clean vocals in extreme metal. You know, that's
Well,
something
must
that I
be
wish.
metalcore.
Yeah, I mean metalcore, yeah, but I wouldn't really consider metalcore to be like extreme metal. Like whenever I say extreme metal, I mean more like death metal, black metal, grindcore, that kind of stuff. You know, you don't really hear clean vocals in that very often.
Folk metal is just leprechauns drunk.
Yeah,
That's just it.
yeah. Or if you're Ailstorm, then it's just drunk pirates.
Then it's drunk pirates if it's ale. Your
just, just,
pirate ship can get a
just.
bag of dicks.
Okay, yep. Disney should make Ailstorm do a song for the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie because apparently they're
Are
working
you
on
out?
one, but Johnny Depp's not going to be in it because of that whole thing going on.
Well, Johnny Depp just doesn't want to be in one too, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm sure. Did you watch Meat Canyon's video about the like his parody of the Johnny Depp trial?
Yeah. Yeah.
They like
Yeah.
they
Ugh.
fucking executed Amber Heard and then made Johnny Depp dress up as Jack Sparrow and fucking crowd surfed him out of the courtroom. That was funny.
Let's be honest, fucking Jack Sparrow is not even my favorite Johnny Depp act. It's I don't know. If my favorite type of Johnny Depp is will probably have to be like fucking fucking Ringo or fucking the guy from
Rango, the lizard.
Yeah, fucking Ringo.
God, I haven't I haven't seen that movie in forever. I want to
Hell,
rewatch it.
when was
I think it's on Disney Plus. I'll have to watch it.
on like Netflix last time I checked,
Hmm. I don't have Netflix anymore, so because you
bro.
know they're just like, oh yeah, let's fucking hike up our prices and not make our library any less shitty than it already is. Because like I don't
Netflix
know,
do that.
based on like other streaming services, like Netflix's library is pretty mid. Like there's some good stuff on there, but it's like most of that's just carried by the original stuff, which is like,
People go on Netflix just to put on background noises so they can have sex to something.
I mean, yeah, sure, I guess,
That's a fact, and you know it.
yeah, but I don't think people are putting on like Stranger Things to do that, though.
No, that's just to get people to actually watch it. Most people are just
Mm,
putting on like fucking Jane and a woman, and then
yeah,
just pounding someone's daughter.
I don't know. For some reason, bringing up Stranger Things reminded me of the new Scream movie. I have no idea why. It just kind of popped into my head. And have you watched that movie yet?
No, it's not on any platform I have, so I can't watch it.
Shit. No, it's good. It's a fun watch.
I'm
I mean,
sad.
maybe you probably wouldn't like it if you're like a hardcore fan of Scream, but I don't know. I thought the movie was pretty good.
I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore extreme. It's not like I got a ghost face tattoo or anything. I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. The fucking guy that plays Clay in 13 Reasons Why is in the movie, and that kind of took me out of it because I was just like, man,
Oh, right.
it's because it just seeing him just made me think about the worst fucking show ever. Well, not the worst show ever, but one of the worst shows that I've watched in recent
The
memory.
worst shows that are based off a book.
Yeah, and the thing is that like, okay, so for 13 Reasons Why, if they like the book is fine. There's nothing wrong with the book because I've read it like around when the show came out, like after I finished the action of the book. Book isn't bad. A lot of shit they changed in the show, but the thing is that like the first season of the show is based off the book. So the 13 episodes in that show are just the book with some details changed because it's obviously a, there's no such thing as a perfect like adaptation. But I think the worst part about it is that they tried to continue it.
Oh, good God! All I remember from that
Yeah,
show
and
is
then
when
they
the
fuck
guy.
like I only watched like the first couple episodes of the second season because it was really weird because like Clay was like having these visions of the girl that died while he was trying to like have
Mhm.
sex with his new girlfriend, and it's just like I don't know, that stuff's weird. And then I heard about the scene where the kid gets the broomstick handle shoved up his ass, and I just
Yeah, and then he wants to shoot up the
nah,
school right after.
yeah, and he tries to shoot up the fucking prom or something like that, but I don't
I was
know.
gonna say something worse than that, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, that's probably for the best, but
No, like it's god awful. What I was gonna say. I'm
yeah,
borderline not
don't
gonna say it.
yeah. Tell me after the show.
I'll tell you
When we're
after
done
this one.
recording, tell me.
Tell you someone gets sued. About the Ghostface trailer though, I remember seeing this part where like a girl was wearing a ghost face mask and had a flamethrower, and I was like, oh boy, this movie's gonna be something.
That's not really in the movie. I mean, uh, I think it's supposed to be one of the scenes from one of the Stab movies because the movie series that's like within the Scream universe that like it's basically like the Friday the 13th of that universe.
Oh good lord.
So yeah, so yeah, that's not really in the movie that much,
Oh lord.
but but yeah, um, shit. I know we kind of talked about GWAR in the last episode a little bit, or at least I did. But I don't know. I've been watching interviews of them like all day and like the past couple days because they're just such an interesting band to like read about and to watch interviews with because it's like and like because like watching interviews with them when they're in character is way different from when they're not in character.
Hmm,
And
hmm,
it's just
hmm.
weird just like seeing everybody's face because it's like I'm so used to seeing them as the characters that they play. Like I'm so used to seeing Michael Dirks as Ballsack, the Jaws of Death, the fucking big ass dude with the massive mouth as a
Oh,
face, and he's just a normal dude.
oh yeah. Uh.
And
Oh.
it's interesting. It's interesting reading about and like watching interviews of them because it's like they basically have a whole like other like company for like that makes the costumes and all that stuff and does the other like business kind of stuff and then the band is like kind of tied to that but it's separate.
What's
I
the
don't know,
name of
it's
the guy that has like the dick thing? He's got like a dick alien.
Odorous Urungus. He has the cuttlefish of Cthulhu, but then there's
Yeah,
also
that's
Blothar
my
who has
favorite guy.
the four penises as the udders because he's like a cow human hybrid or something.
I like the main like vocalist guy that has like the dick.
Yeah,
Cthulhu dick.
yeah, that was Odorous Urungus. So he died. Dave Brocky died, obviously. So then
What? When?
Blothar is the lead singer. Which fun
When the
fact,
fuck is this?
this was like 8 years ago. This was a long time ago.
Oh, how the fuck did I not know that? What the
You
fuck?
didn't know that Odorous Urungus died?
No. No, because I never got into like the background lore of GWAR. I just knew they were around a lot, and I listened to like most of their albums. I didn't know the fucking guy died.
Oh shit.
Damn, I fell in
Well,
like a time loop there. Holy shit.
I hate to have told you now on a public forum, but I mean, it's cool because the current singer now actually used to be the bass player. Like, he used to play a different
Oh, cool.
character. Yeah, because it's weird because like GWAR sometimes changes characters whenever new members come in, and sometimes they don't. Like, 5 people have played like Beefcake the Mighty, who's the bass player. There's probably like a good like 4 or 5 people that have been Flatus Maximus, who was the old lead guitar player. But then the last guy who played him died, so then they changed his character. And then obviously Dave
Dude,
Brocky
holy
died, so
shit.
then they changed the lead singer to Blothar, the Berserker.
Blow fart.
No, it's
Blow
Blothar,
fart.
not Blowfart.
Oh, I thought it was blow fart. I
No.
mean, to be honest, that's GWAR though. So if one of the characters was named Blow Fart, would you really be surprised?
Oh no, no, not at all.
Exactly.
I mean
I
the
thought you
drummer.
said Blow
I mean
Fart.
the guitar player's name is literally Ballsack, the Jaws of Death.
Yeah,
Then
literally.
they have
Like
Sawborg Destructo, who's like the lead, like the arch nemesis of GWAR.
when the vocalist of GWAR now dies, just watch him get replaced by a character that's like, "Hey, it's me, shit ass,
Nah,
and I've
I feel like
come to
that'd be.
rip your
I feel like
features."
that'd be more the name of somebody they would kill on stage rather than an actual member. But I don't know. I feel like GWAR is going to be one of those bands where, like, I mean, there's already no original members left because Dave Brocky was the only original member for a long time. So I feel like
What
GWAR is
happened?
just going to be like kind of one of
Oh
those
yeah.
bands that's just always going to be around. It's just always going to be people coming in and playing different parts. I feel like they're not going to end, or at least they're not going to end for a very long time.
Shit, Travis, let's wait till the drummer and the guitarist die, and then me and you we go fill in a petition to join them. We go fill out. I'll be the drummer, you be the guitarist, and we'll be the guitarist and drummers of GWAR.
Of
Let's
GWAR.
do it. My name, my name will be Cumface.
Nah.
You can already
I mean
imagine my
that's not.
monsters.
I mean that's not too far from the drummer's actual. From the current drummer's name is Jizmak Dagusha.
That's why I fucking said Cumface because the the drummer's name is like Jizz
Nah.
something. That's what I
Yeah,
remembered.
Jizmak. I don't know.
My name will be Cumface, the barbarian, barbarian of menstrual cycles. Ooh,
What the fuck?
ooh.
What the
Period
fuck?
bloodery.
Okay, okay. I think
I could
that's an.
sit here thinking all day of like funny GWAR names.
Yeah, you could.
Ass
But that doesn't mean. But that
fuckolia.
that doesn't mean we should. I already talked about going to see Slipknot last week. That was a fun concert. I'm trying to think because I mean we don't really go into this with any preparation. We probably should. I probably should. Oh shit, that's my phone. Sorry about that.
I mean,
I
to
will
be
put that on
fair,
mute.
these aren't really these aren't really planned. These we just jump into because this is literally the equivalent of two guys drunk at a bar.
Well, like, yeah, except we're not drunk and we're both underage. I mean, we're
You
both
don't
literally
know
good. I know that because we're in the same fucking grade. We're literally graduating
that.
high school together this week. I know that.
No, I didn't mean
You're
about
not.
the age part.
Oh my god.
It's better now that you realized what I was talking about.
Jesus fucking Christ. God. Why are we doing this? Yeah, I mean, I probably should have written down some topics so that way we don't have lulls in the conversation like this. But I don't
What do you
know.
mean? We're talking.
I don't know. Let's scroll through Loudwire and see if there's any interesting
Oh
articles that
God.
aren't Corey Taylor breathed today, or the lead singer
Corey
from,
Taylor
or the
took a
lead
sip
singer
of fucking ice cream.
from Spirit Box did something that was cool.
You're going on Loudwire. That's all it's gonna be. It's literally gonna be
Yeah.
Either Slipknot did
Oh,
something, Spirit did something, or someone died, or it's
uh,
someone's birthday. That's all it is.
Flea, the bass player from Red Hot Chili Peppers, I guess he's in Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new Star Wars show. That's cool.
All you hear, his lightsaber goes up, and all you hear is down, 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 down.
like his lightsaber just starts playing a fucking slap bass, like it starts playing a Chili Peppers song.
His
I don't I
lightsaber
don't
is
think he's
just the bass.
I don't think he's a Jedi in it. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know because I haven't watched the show yet, but mostly because I'm not that huge of a Star Wars fan. But yeah, people who died, I'm skipping over that because we talked about Trevor Sternad. We don't really need to talk about anybody else that died.
I feel like
Um,
normie people think Loudwire is where to go when you want to learn about a black metal band or something.
I mean, yeah, I mean to be fair, they have a lot of like really informational videos, like 2020 was that was like heavy metal's like 50-year anniversary because that was when the first Black Sabbath album released. They did like a whole ass video series on metal and like almost like a history kind of channel kind of thing, and that was good.
Rock
Those
is
are
the
some good
devil's
videos.
music.
It is not. It is not.
I'll just ask any old lady around; they'll tell you different.
I don't think any old lady. I think maybe around the town we live in maybe, but oh yeah. Study reveals classic rock concert tickets are more expensive than any other genre. What do you think about that? Have you noticed that concert tickets have been getting really fucking expensive past couple of
For
years
what?
for just
For
for
what?
concerts? That just tickets are just becoming insanely expensive.
Wait, concert tickets are more expensive than any other event tickets? Is that what it is, or
Well no,
what?
it's classic rock concert tickets like to see a classic rock band like see like Aerosmith or see Motley Crue or to
Oh,
see
well,
AC/DC. The
well,
tickets
if
to
it's
see those
classic
kinds of
rock,
bands are more expensive than any other genre of music.
well, if it's classic rock, that makes sense because most people go for the nostalgia. So if you get an old popular band, everybody and their grandma, literally their grandma, is gonna be there because it was around their time. So every fucktard old lady will go.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. 'Cause like it's a lot of old legacy bands, and it's like you never know. It's like okay, well this might be the last tour because you never know. Like okay, maybe a member might die soon, or something like that, or they might just decide to stop touring or stop making music. Although let's be real, most of these bands stopped making music a long time ago. But it's just like I don't know, like why gouge people so much fucking money when you don't have to?
I don't know. Man.
Like maybe because bands don't make as much money off of the music anymore. Like most bands don't make anything off their music, off of like royalties or anything like that. They just don't make any money. So maybe that's why. That's probably the thing. That's probably why merch is getting more expensive too, and that's probably why you're paying, $40 for a T-shirt at a concert instead of 20, and why you're spending, $150 to get a decent seat at a rock or metal show or or whoever you're trying to go see. But which that brings up an interesting thing I want to talk about. Like, there's so many people that complain about. Like, I saw Ozzy Osbourne did an interview, and he said something along the lines. He called out Spotify because they don't because like the royalties like Spotify pays hardly anything to the artists for the music, which I mean sounds shitty on paper. But let's be real. If they paid like the proper amount of royalties, which I mean nobody really knows who gets to decide that. If they paid the proper amount of royalties, what most people think they should be paid for the music, Spotify would not exist. Like I'm pretty sure they already operate at a loss at some capacity. I could be wrong, but I know it's not super profitable for them to pay out the music. And I mean the few royalties they do pay out go to the labels. But I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know.
I was taking an ibuprofen. What was Spotify doing that's bad?
They're not doing anything. I mean, they don't really pay that much money for to have the music on their platform, like to pay for like streaming royalties and stuff like that, which I know a lot of musicians complain about. But the thing is that like we live in a different time period. Like we live where basically like music is like a free like commodity now. Like it's not the 80s or the 90s or the 70s or whatever. It's not back then where, if you wanted to listen to music, you had to buy it. Now with so much technology and shit that's out, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy fucking anything. You just need to have something to play it on. You can stream music on YouTube for free.
Yeah,
But,
how do like artists make money off of like Spotify and stuff?
they don't. That's the thing. I mean maybe some of the really big bands do. Like I'm sure Metallica probably makes a good bit of money because they own all their music. But
Oh, who
but
gives
like
them
that's
money?
just one example. I mean, most of the money would go to the record labels, which would that they would then disperse to the artists. It goes through this whole big ass like funnel where it's pretty much like the record labels are paying themselves or whatever. I don't really know how it all works, although I probably should, considering I'm a business major, or soon to be a business major in college. But
Ooh,
what I'm trying to say is that I feel like it should be something that musicians should expect. Like they shouldn't expect to make money off their music anymore, and they should find other ways to make money, like touring. I mean, bands, that's how they mostly make their money now, is from touring and merch sales, which I mean that's great, you know, but there's also other ways to do it too. You don't have a lot of musicians stream like Matt Hafey from Trivium. I know the world's number one fucking Trivium stan on here, but yeah, he live streams on Twitch and he's actually a pretty successful streamer. And now a lot of people are doing it. Like Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse, he streams sometimes.
yeah.
Joe from Fit for an Autopsy, he streams sometimes. Some like actually like big musicians. I think Mike Shinoda streams, like the guy from like one of the guys from Linkin Park. So
Just give me
it's like
a
that
minute.
that just finding other ways to make money because you can pretty much make money doing anything
I
nowadays, which
wish.
is which is awesome, but also kind of sucks at the same time because then it's like I don't know. I'm not really sure where I was going with that point. You can
Just
make
really
money
wish I
can make money doing other
can.
stuff, and I think most artists should stop bitching that it's like they're not racking in millions just by pressing record and putting whatever random bullshit onto a CD.
How much you think Ishian from Emperor gets paid?
Um, I mean, obviously he gets enough to sustain himself, otherwise he wouldn't be a musician. But I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna make it an easier question. How much do you think black metal bands usually make in general?
Probably a decent amount. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that because you got to think like it's like okay, when they tour, like how much cut of the ticket sales are they going to get? How much of the merch are they going to keep? Things like that. How much does it cost to pay all the crew members and rent the bus out and pay for extra gear and stuff like that? Like, there's a lot of expenses that go into it. So, I mean, it's really difficult to say like just exactly how much money uh, any specific artist is making. I'm sure you can guess I know Metallica like makes a shit ton of money, but that's just because they're Metallica. They've been around for so long that everybody knows who they are. But yeah, I mean,
No, I
I know
mean
there are
like
some artists that cancel tours and stuff like that because of like people not going. Like they won't say like this was something that Tobias Forge from Ghost talked about in an interview. He said that he feels like a lot of bands use like whenever bands cancel tours because tickets aren't selling very well. Like it's so they're not make so they wouldn't be making enough money to justify going on tour. They're like saying like, oh, because of COVID reasons they can't do that. And I
hmm
mean that's something that I didn't really think about until he brought that up in that interview. And that's actually really interesting. And I don't really I mean I can kind of understand why bands would not want to outright say, "Yeah, we're canceling the tour because you guys aren't fucking going to see us." Because that's kind of a dick move. I mean, any kind of way you word that, it just sound like an asshole.
I
For
mean, probably the best way to do it is be like, hey, we're canceling because inefficient funding.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Inefficient funding.
I guess
Say
that'd be the
that.
best way to say it. Is it like, yeah, because it wouldn't be profitable for us to tour, so that's why we're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sorry,
I don't know.
folks. You can buy your plushie of me though, the singer of the band, on some indie website. I don't know. I can't tell you how many fucking plushies of Tobias Forge I've came across on like the weirdest websites.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ghost did try to sell a Cardinal Copia plushie, but it looked really weird, and they eventually removed it off the store because nobody wanted to buy it.
I would have bought it.
Yeah, but like,
I cuddle with a fucking plushie of Siren Head for Christ's sake on my bed.
okay, that's a little weird.
What is it? Hey, no, it's not. All right, no, it's fucking not. Listen, man, my
I mean,
Siren Head plushie is
I mean,
God.
it's not the fact that you cuddle with a plushie. It's the fact that you cuddle with a plushie of Siren Head. I feel like is the weird part about it.
I got it because it's fucking Siren Head. Like, come on.
Yeah,
You don't just see this and like
yeah,
not
it's a big
impulse buy
light
it.
with, it's a big fucking light post with arms and legs. What's cute? Like, what makes you want to cuddle with a giant ass light post with arms and legs?
Be honest, I don't really cuddle with it. I just use it as a bed decoration, and when I do sleep with it, it usually
Then,
ends up on the floor.
then why the fuck did you
Because I
say you
toss
cuddle
and
with it
turn.
then?
Because I do. I try to sleep with it, and then I wake up and it's like half across the room because I toss and turn like a bastard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird.
I'll like hold it and
I
shit.
don't think I move around that much in my sleep because um like the worst that happens to my sheets is like they'll just like mostly be on the one side and then I have to switch them over, like I have to shimmy them over.
Um, my bed usually looks like a disaster after I fall asleep. So I'll go for like a week of not fixing it, and then at the end of the week I make it look really nice, and then that's basically my whole schedule.
Oh,
And
so you make your
this
bed once a
siren
week?
plushie, yeah, this siren plushie
Make it every day,
was
but
only like $10, and I saw it, and I fucking impulse bought it because I heard you know how like when we were kids we freaked out over like Slender Man and shit, you know.
yeah.
Well, the kids nowadays are freaking out about like Siren Head. So I fucking saw this
Are they
plushie on
though?
Amazon. Huh?
Are they though? Because I mean,
Oh my
I
god, I
re-
hear like a video. No, listen. You know those Chills, Chills the YouTuber?
I've heard of them. Doesn't he do like the
Literally,
creepypasta videos?
he's that guy that's like number 15 Burger King foot lettuce.
That's that guy. He's the guy that
Yeah,
did the
that's
Burger
that
King
guy.
foot. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
this motherfucker did like so many videos on like Siren Head getting caught in real life that you know are obviously fake.
Well,
But like
yeah.
he did so many videos and he's like another then what's that walking behind you? Siren Head. And literally on the comments I see little kids being like, "Oh, Siren Man make me scared. Guy with siren on his head make me scared." So I fucking
Yeah,
saw this plushie
it's
on
either little
Amazon.
kids or grown men, which is really weird. But
The grown men are just furries. Deal with them.
well, I mean, we probably shouldn't say that they're all just furries, but
I'll say they're all furries. So I'm not afraid. Somewhat.
yeah, you can say that. I won't say that though.
I'm kidding. But anyway, I saw this motherfucker for like $10 on Amazon. And I impulse bought him because, like, come on, it's a plushie of fucking Siren Head. I had to.
Okay.
It's just like the Among Us plushie I also have because my girlfriend bought it for me. Because we
Mm,
were at a fair and they were like $10 each. But like, it's an Among Us one. Like, you just have to fucking have it.
no, I mean, I don't know. The
Trust
reason I
me.
asked was just because I remember hearing about Siren Head. Like, wasn't it like around 2020, like when COVID was like first starting to be a problem? Was that
Something like
happening?
that.
Like a little bit after that, like I kind of just forgot about them, and I just didn't really hear about them. Mostly because I don't follow the creepypasta shit. I just don't. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the kids are getting with like Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, which is just weird to me how that franchise is still as popular as it is,
I have some Five
with
Nights
how
at Freddy's.
fucking bad it is.
I have some Five Nights at Freddy's plushies too. They're
No, of
down
course
below
you
my
fucking do.
Xbox.
God.
No, listen. I had these for years. Listen, I have let me look here. I have Golden Freddy, Foxy, and Chica, and I've had these plushies for like a couple years now. Like when these things first came out, I was like the first kid that bought like three of them. I don't have Freddy and Bonnie because the Bonnie one I gave to somebody as a birthday gift,
Hmm.
but I never got Freddy because I could never find him, and I don't care to look for him now because obviously I outgrown the game. Not really.
Yeah.
That's a lie. On my battle vest, I literally have a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's pin because I think it's funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's is one of those game series that just hasn't aged well because it's like I mean maybe it's just because with us getting older and because like it's not scary. Like it's just like, oh, you're locked in one spot and you have to look at places and close the door and then get the
the
jump
newest game
scare.
isn't.
Like I don't know. Did you just say the gamer word?
No, I said the newer game isn't like that.
Oh, okay, okay. You had me scared there for a second.
No, what do you think? I'm stupid?
Well,
Chill out, my nigga.
yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
I stopped it. We're good.
But yeah, I know security breach isn't like that, but I don't know. And it's like the weird thing. I guess the weirdest thing about it is that it spawned like these other like kid friendly types of horror games, which to me that's just I don't know. Like kid or family friendly horror or like horror that's geared towards young kids. That just I don't know. Like I think that, you know, some things should be accessible for people of age, but horror shouldn't be. I don't think.
Uh, I don't know, man. All I know is I don't like the Five Nights at Freddy game anymore. I outgrew them, but I
Yeah.
still love the content, the plushies. I still love them because they're just nice to have.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't
It's
have
like
anything
having
like that,
a
so
it's like having a toy lightsaber. Like obviously,
oh, I used to
grown
have one
men
of those.
probably shouldn't own them, but it's still kind of cool to have them.
Well, I mean, it depends because I mean they do make actual like proper like lightsaber replicas, and those are actually kind of cool. But
Exactly. Like,
you
but
know,
it's still like maybe men
I
shouldn't be
know.
playing with things, but like it's still
Yeah,
fun to have them. It's kind of that same reasoning there.
yeah, I guess. And that brings us to another point. It's talking about the lightsabers. Like I don't think that like I hate the whole like stereotype of like the nerd guy that's just like really into Star Wars and like gets no bitches and shit like that. And I mean, I'm totally not saying this because you know I am like that or anything like that. But like, I don't know. I fucking blame The Big Bang Theory for making it seem like you're like being into geek stuff is like nerdy and almost like shameful. Like even though that's not really the point of the show, but it's just like it's kind of just like like thinking about it now, it's just kind of like they're making fun of these people who are into the things that they enjoy, and that's when I start to have an issue.
I don't think it's really that. I think it was more to correlate and like relatable to the people that are like that than like make fun of them. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't really watch the
I feel
movie
like it
Big
was
Bang
partially
Theory.
making fun of them
Well, it was
because
probably like making it funny, but also it's funny because it's like relatable to some people. That's the whole goal, I think.
I guess so. I don't know. I
I
haven't
think that was
watched that
the
show
goal.
in years. I honestly completely forgot that it ended.
Oh, good God, yeah. Like I barely watch the show ever. I just know it because like
The
the
first
fucking
few
Office.
seasons were good, but like kind of as it started getting towards the end, it kind of got repetitive and not as funny, not as
I never
enjoyable.
watched The Office either because
I
that show
tried
was
watch
shoved down my.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
I tried giving that show a chance, but I mean maybe it was because I watched only like the first couple episodes of the very first season. But I don't know. Even like the clips that I've seen in the other episodes that I've seen, just like you know in class or whatever like that, it's just not that funny. Like
Yeah, I
like I know my sense of humor is pretty cursed, so I laugh at really weird stuff. But like I also have like an appreciation for like just general like comedy like that. That's like not meant to be like super raunchy or super like deep fried. But it's like even then, it's just like man,
I just people shoved the Big Bang Theory down my throat so much, so I just never watched it because I lost interest because people kept shoving it down my throat, and the show's not even that funny.
fair enough.
The
Yeah, it's not
memes
really that
are
funny anymore. Even going
the
back and
memes aren't
watching
even
the old
funny.
episodes are just yeah. I mean, the memes are probably the best thing about it. But yeah, I don't know.
It's
Yeah. Speaking of memes, like I love memes, obviously, because this whole show is a fucking meme, practically. But I am so fucking tired of hearing about Morbius. I don't know about you. Like I know I talk about it and I talk about how I want to see it, but I am so goddamn tired of seeing the fucking memes about it. Like the movie came out what like a month ago, and people are still
yeah.
talking about it. And it's just like, oh yeah, like besides like this movie's bad, haha, funny. Again, I don't get. Just say you don't like the movie and move on. And I mean, maybe make fun of it, but like for this long, I don't know.
I don't know. I the only meme I've
And
seen
like
so far is
the whole like morb meme where people will just say morb or like it's morbin time. Like I saw on
that's
Twitter
the
somebody
only
was
meme.
selling a T-shirt that said it's morbin time, and that just made me just not angry, but it's just like, man, you really couldn't come up with anything original for something like that.
I mean, to be honest, that's the only meme I've seen so far. More big time.
Yeah, and that's all. Yeah, well, yeah, because it's the only fucking meme that people share and talk about, and it sucks.
I don't doubt it. It's not really that funny, to be honest.
Yeah, it isn't. That's why I'm so fucking tired of hearing about it.
It's probably the most least funniest like movie joke I've ever seen. It's
Yeah,
like that one meme from The Office where the guy's constantly going, "No, God, please, no." It's not funny at all,
That's
but
Michael
like
Scott.
people chalk it up to be funny.
Yeah, I think that was only in like one episode, but people memed that to fucking death.
It's
And
literally in the Hall of Dead jokes now, or dead
yeah,
memes. To be honest, it's in the back rooms.
yeah. What is up with the back rooms? I've heard of it, but like what is it? Like what is it? Do you know?
It's a basically a vortex where if you, it's like a different dimension, and some people fall into it, and it's nothing but like endless corridors, and there's like monsters in it or some shit. It
Oh,
was started out as being like this very good, talented, this very talented dude that like made a whole like short film on it, and it was really good. And now people are just like, you know how people were with Siren Head
I mean no,
or
because
like
it kind
Slender
of like
Man?
I guess Slenderman. I guess so.
Yeah, that's what they're doing to the back rooms now.
God, yeah. When you were talking about that, I was just thinking like that sounds like something people are gonna make a really shitty movie about in like 5 years when it's
Yeah.
not relevant anymore.
Well, like they did with Slender Man.
Yeah, like what they did with Slenderman.
Oh yeah,
I've
definitely.
never even
They'll
watched
probably
that
make this.
movie. Is that any good? I heard it's
No, it's fucking awful.
yeah. I was gonna say I heard it was really bad, but I don't know for certain.
I watched it. I watched it and it was god awful. It was fucking shittiest
Yeah,
horror movie I ever in my life.
yeah. How do you make a movie about where the guy only gets you if you look at him? Like everybody knows, just don't fucking look at him.
Uh, I don't know. I think he still can get you. You just don't go in those fucking woods.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go looking for pieces of paper in the woods. It's not that hard.
Well, dumb kids don't know that.
Just stay inside. Play video games. Listen to GWAR.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a Slenderman movie, except it's actually good when it's far.
Nah. I'd love to see like an actual like big budget like summer blockbuster GWAR movie. Like they've made movies before, but I'd love to see. like a full like movie of them because I feel like it'd be really funny.
A GWAR movie probably would be just like a parody of a movie.
Yeah, I mean they have movies like they have like kind of like not short films, but they have like almost like long form music videos, I guess they're called, like back in the day.
Um,
But yeah, I'd love to see like a full fledged like big studio make a GWAR movie with
what the
all of
fuck's
like
been going
practical effects and all
on?
that kind of stuff. I think that'd be really funny and interesting.
What's been going on down in the South lately?
Um, you mean like in Texas?
Like in Florida too. Like I didn't want to mention this because this is like kind of like a serious subject, but like what's going down? Like
Just
Florida has like
just
three
a
different like shooting threats, and then Texas
yeah.
had you know
I mean, yeah, I mean we can talk about serious stuff if you want to for a little bit. But yeah, I mean it's such a
we'll do
it's
that.
such a it's such a sad fucking situation that we're in right now in the US where mass shootings happen all the time and like the worst part about it is that it's not like I'll see it like I'll hear about it happening and it's like oh like it doesn't even phase me and that's just the thing that frustrates me the most because like this shit shouldn't be happening at all.
Yeah,
But like
that's what I've been noticing too.
yeah, I've seen there's been a lot of discourse on Twitter about it. I mean, there's a lot of political bullshit being thrown on Twitter, and a lot of it's stupid. You know, like blaming the president for literally everything that has nothing to do with him, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Well,
But which I mean
here's the
which
thing.
happens to every president. I'm not saying that because you know I'm blaming a specific person. I'm not. I'm just saying it because that's just the way it is because people are dumb. But yeah,
To be honest, like
it's okay. Yeah, you go.
yeah, it really does suck, and I feel bad for all the families that had to like go through that and stuff. I
Oh
genuinely
yeah,
do. But the worst part
yeah,
is I actually generally hate how every time I look at my phone or something and I see that there's another like school shooting or something, I hate that my reaction is literally nothing but, oh,
yeah. It's
there's
just
another
like
one.
yeah,
I hate them. Like I hate
yeah,
how used to it I am. Like this
yeah,
shit shouldn't be happening, and it's happening so much to the point where I'm like, oh, there's another one. Oh well. Like I
yeah,
hate it.
yeah. I hate it too. And it's like the thing is that like you know obviously this problem needs to be solved, but how do we go about solving it? Because it's like if we do one thing that's going to make a lot of other people mad, but you know I mean obviously you're not going to please everybody with shit like that because that's just the way that you know the politics have been for the past couple of years and what you know media outlets have been trying to do. You know they've been literally just trying to well I personally feel like they've been trying to purposefully put us in our own little camps and make us hate each other, which is just ridiculous. I almost said another word, but I don't want to say it.
You know
But
what? I don't think I don't think there is any solving it. I don't think there is a way to solve it because if you think
yeah,
about it, it's like gun rights. If you take away guns, they're just gonna find different ways to kill people.
oh yeah. I
It's just
mean,
how it is.
yeah. And if you ban something like that, like it's like there. I mean, people are gonna find ways to have them.
Exactly. They'll pull a
It's it.
Davy and make
Yeah,
like a
it'll.
shotgun out of lead pipes.
Oh, well, okay. Well, um, well, yeah. It's just gonna turn into a black market if they like completely ban shit like that. But
Kind of use
I
in
don't know.
COD
There's
one.
got to be. There's. I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to say like any specific thing because I don't want to make anybody like you know. I don't want people to listen to this and be like, oh man, can't escape reality for shit. But I mean, this is something that you know I feel like is important to talk about at the same
I
time. So
mean,
it's like I
you
don't
get
know.
to, you
I
get to
personally feel
lose
kind
it.
of conflicted, but I don't know. I'll say
You
this.
just lose
I
it.
feel while I don't believe in getting rid of all the weapons because that's obviously not going to work and it's just going to turn to a big ass black market and the people that want them are still going to be able to get them.
Mhm.
But I feel like it should be more difficult to be able to have access to you know things like that.
I personally think if you have like a mental disorder or like any kind of
Yeah,
PTSD
like you have
or
to
you
like
have
yeah,
like
like
some
go through
sorts
like
of
a big like
disabilities
mental health screening to make sure that like okay, yeah, this person that I'm giving this weapon to isn't actually like clinically insane and needs to be treated.
like you have to have full documentation that says that you have no mental disorders, nothing, and that you haven't had any like drunk out
Yeah,
in public charges, like
yeah,
nothing.
no,
Like
yeah, no
you need to be
DUIs, no drug charges, nothing like that. You're clean. You're clean. You're
like one
sober.
DUI.
You're mentally okay. You're physically all right.
Like I'm talking about like this guy has one fucking DUI, then no, he can legally not get a gun if he has one DUI.
Yeah,
That's
if you
how
can't,
what I'm
yeah, if
talking
you can't trust somebody to not get into a car well when they're drunk, how can you expect them to, you know, not, do anything else with, a gun?
exactly. Like you have one DUI or anything wrong with you mentally, you just legally can't own a gun. They will not sell you a gun. I think that's literally how it should be.
Yeah,
Or
I
if
agree.
you own guns already and you do something that makes you registered as someone that has a mental disorder, or you do something stupid, or get like one like bad felony with anything to do with weapons, I feel like you should legally have your weapons taken away from you and not legally get them back.
Yeah, if you have a criminal record, yeah, no.
Like I'm serious. Like I don't even think you should own a knife at that point. If you get like if you have some dispute that you pull like a gun out on someone and you get like
Yeah,
charges threats with weapons and shit.
yeah,
Like
like
I think you're
if there's evidence that you're not mentally stable, then yes, but I mean, we're saying the same thing over and over again, you know. If you
that's yeah,
disagree, well, I mean, you can have your opinions, but I don't know. We need
that's
to,
just all I
I
think,
don't know. We
honestly.
need to do something to fix all this fucking awful shit that's happening in the U.S.
Yeah, because
But
this is awful because
I
like
mean,
those kids are like
yeah,
some of them are like dead now
yeah.
because of
I
that
mean,
shit.
compared to like other countries, we have it pretty good, but we still have problems of our own that we need to solve. You know, but
And some people will always say something like, the problem's not going to be solved because they'll always find a new bad thing. And it's like, well,
yeah,
we'll solve it when we
yeah.
get
But why
there.
should that stop us from trying?
Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck? See, I don't know why, but people like that are the kind of people that think that it should be done like right there and then. Shit like this takes like time. Like,
Yeah, it takes a
you
lot
want
of
to do that
time.
every time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of people to properly think things through and try to figure out like, okay, how can this benefit everybody?
Yeah,
And
exactly. And
unfortunately, it seems like the people that are running the U.S. don't really seem like they're interested in that, which is a shame because that's literally the whole point of it.
well,
But
to be fair, people like that, all they do is run around and go, "Huh, liberal." Like they think they're tough and shit. But people that call people as a liberal as an insult are probably fat idiots that probably own 12 different shotguns and their fucking daughters planning
I
on
think,
leaving the house at the age of 12 because they can't stand being around them.
yeah, I feel like people who like point out other people's like political ideologies as insults don't really understand what it is they actually believe.
Exactly. It's what it pisses me off.
Like, like I feel like a lot of people think that like, oh, if somebody identifies as a liberal or as a Democrat or even like somewhat moderately left leaning, it's like, oh, they just want like basically like like full on like socialism, like you know, and they just want like everything handed to them. Which no, that's not really what it actually is. It's just helping people so that they, can have a roof under their heads and food on the plate. But no, they
Yeah.
don't want to see that. And of course, it's on the other side too, where a lot of people think you know, that these conservatives are like super like fascist or whatever, where they think that you know basically like
Mhm.
all the people at the top are staying at the top and that's fine, and then all the other people are just left to fend for themselves.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
It's a fucked world we live in. If we can
politics
make it better.
fucking is awful. I hate it so much.
Politics are so fucking boring and so fucking dumb. Like I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yet we here. Yeah,
Like a
here we are
people to
talking about
win.
them.
Yeah, even though we don't want to, but I'm just gonna say this, and this will be my one and only political thing I ever say on this.
Okay.
Basically, politics are the most boring, dumb thing I've ever seen and heard in my whole life. Because why the fuck would I care whether a peach with a wig or an old guy that can't even remember his name are the president? When I have guitar to learn how to play, vocals I need to learn how to do and warm up for properly. I have and hang out with my girlfriend for one of them. Like I have so
Yeah,
much more
exactly.
interesting shit to do than worry about these two dumb fuck old people that are corrupt as shit that
Yeah,
want to be president.
that ultimately don't have that much of a say on what goes on in their everyday life, anyways. Yeah, I feel like people that going kind of going off of what you're saying. I think if people put in, as much time as they do, like worrying about politics and stuff like that, and like getting into it, like unless you're studying it like in school because you want to like study law or things like that, that's fine. But like if you're just kind of casually going about it, I feel like if you spent like not if you spent the time that you did looking at that kind of stuff and obsessing over it and focusing on, your mental and physical well being and the well being of others around you, your relationships, making sure that the people in your life don't hate you and that you don't hate yourself.
And life in general too.
Yeah,
Like your
you
life
only
is gonna
you
be
only
shit.
live once, and I don't think it's worth it just sitting complaining on Twitter about, oh, person said thing, oh, this person, Joe Biden said, two words I use to describe America. Like if you're actually complaining about that, I don't know. Touch some grass.
They need to do more than touch grass, in my opinion.
Oh
They should
yeah,
probably like talk to their son and see if he's doing all right for a
yeah.
change.
Make sure their family's okay. You know, get some bitches.
All I'm gonna say, final note, gotta learn to live your life, people. Gotta
Yeah,
live your life.
yeah. You only live your life once, so make the most out of it. That's why we're doing this bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah. Because we love it. It's us. Embrace it. Give it a
Yeah.
cold, give it a warm hug and a cup of hot cocoa and
Yep.
just sit there and enjoy it. Ooh, that got dark and musky for a minute.
Yep. Well, I think to end it on a serious note, I think that's probably the best thing to end it on. So, thank you so much
Yep.
for everyone that decided to stick around this far to listen to episode number 4 of From the Abyss. Sorry we kind of had to be on a little downer there at the end, but again, I feel like it's something that's important to talk about. So,
It
I don't
needed to
know.
be let out.
Yeah, it needed to be said, even though it's been said by everybody else. But it's not a bad thing to put your 2 cents into it. So yeah, thank you for everybody that's been listening on YouTube, and thank you to all the people that have been listening on Anchor and on Spotify. Um,
I
I
like
know the
y'all.
first episode should be available by the time this episode's coming up on Spotify and Anchor. For some reason, whenever I uploaded the first episode, it just didn't show up on Spotify. But whenever episode 2 got published, then everything went public. So now it's just episode 2, 3, and soon to be 4 up on Spotify. I don't really know how that shit works. I just do what I just see what I need to do, and I'm like, okay. So episode 1 should be up there. And another thing is that if you're listening on YouTube, um, if you have any questions that you would like to ask us, ask them in the comments section. I'll probably put some shit on my Instagram or on my Twitter. Maybe even my Snapchat for the closer people in our lives. If there's anything that
Yeah,
you would like to know about us, or want us to get our opinions of, fucking let us know what they are, so that way we can talk about them for next episode.
we might even send you a free titty pic of Travis's nipples. You don't know.
No, no, don't say that. I'm not going to do that.
That's my question. When can I see them?
Um, um, I don't know. Look up nipple pics on Google Images, and there you go. That's me.
Look up musky older man nipples, and
All
that's
right,
basically Travis.
all right. Goodbye, everybody.